a story of sorrow, strength, and unexpected compassion. In the deepest heart of the savannah, where the sun rose like fire and the nights whispered secrets, there lived a lion unlike any other. His mane was golden, his paws were mighty, and his eyes held the wildness of ancient kings. But when he opened his mouth to roar, no sound of thunder came. Instead, out flowed the cry of a weeping widow, soft, broken, haunting. The other animals feared him, not for his strength, but for the sorrow that followed his voice. The lion's name was Asheda. On the night he was born, a widow in a distant village cried so deeply that her tears reached the sky. The wind carried her sorrow across the plains and wrapped it around the newborn lion like a prophecy. From his first breath, Asheda's roar carried sadness so deep it could shake the heart of any creature who heard it. When Asheda grew, he learned that other lions avoided him, hyenas mocked him, birds flew away at the sound of his voice, not because he was weak, but because his sorrow reminded them of their own. One night, under a crescent moon, Asheda asked the old tortoise, "Why was I given this voice of sadness? I am a lion, yet my roar is softer than a widow's tears." The old tortoise looked at him with wise, slow eyes. "Some are born to conquer lands, others are born to heal wounds. You were given a voice that reaches where claws cannot." Asheda did not understand yet. A great drought came. The rivers died. The grass turned to dust. Animals fled or fell. One night, a small gazelle wandered into Asheda's territory, weak and trembling. Any other lion would have killed her, but Asheda only looked at her and whispered, "Do not fear me." For the first time, he let out his widow cry willingly. The sound was gentle, sorrowful, full of the pain of every creature suffering in the drought. The gazelle collapsed beside him, not in fear but in relief. She slept, he guarded her. And at dawn, something miraculous happened. The sky darkened, clouds gathered as if pulled by invisible hands. The savannah trembled as thunder whispered across the horizon. Not a fierce roar, but a deep, aching rumble. The animals looked up, and then it happened. Rain fell. Soft, steady, life-giving. Some said the gods heard Asheda's cry. Others said the widow's sorrow had finally reached heaven. But all who watched knew the lion's voice had awakened the sky. From that day on, mothers brought their weak young to Asheda. Wounded animals lay near him. The lonely, the broken-hearted, the tired gathered in his shadow. Whenever he released his sorrowful roar, the land seemed to breathe again. New grass grew softer near his den. Streams stayed cool around his resting place. Even predators and prey shared the same space when he cried. For his voice no longer brought fear, it brought healing. One night, the spirit of the widow appeared before him as a shimmering figure made of moonlight. She whispered, "My sorrow became your burden, but you turned it into the world's comfort. Thank you, son of the plains." She touched his mane, and for the first time in his life, Asheda let out a true lion's roar, deep, powerful, echoing across the earth. But beneath that roar was still a soft sorrow, a reminder that strength is not only found in power, but also in empathy, compassion, and the courage to feel. Your greatest burden may become the world's greatest healing. Just like Asheda, sometimes our pain is the very thing that gives us the power to help others.